Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with the Chicago Business Today Midday Report. It's been a week of change at the Chicago Sun-Times, starting with executive editor John Barron stepping down on Tuesday and more shifting in the newsroom Wednesday, including the appointment of a new managing editor. New editor-in-chief of Sun-Times Media, Jim Kirk, continues to move the pieces around, forming what he calls a technology company that happens to publish a newspaper. Our Lynn Merrick has been writing about the changes this week. Lynn, maybe the biggest news of it yesterday was Craig Newman being named the new managing editor. What do we know about Mr. Newman, and what might that say about the direction the Sun-Times is heading?
Well, Craig isn't new to the paper. He's been there since 2003, and he came on in kind of a multimedia design type position. He's moved through the ranks, and people I've talked to about him said he's always been kind of a big digital adopter. So he was early into social media, and he's likely to take the company that direction on a continuing basis. He's 41, so he's probably going to be there for a while. And I think it shows what Jim Kirk is thinking about the future of the paper.
Right, and now we've had, with John Barron this week and Don Hayner, there's both in the last 2 months, two veterans of the Sun-Times departing. I mean, that's not surprising for media companies trying to find ways to be sustainable. But, are there more changes like this to come?
Yeah, I mean, as the investment group that took over in December and Jim Kirk settle in, I'm sure they're going to continue to change their team. They've appointed Craig. He's kind of a, top position, but they're bringing in additional editors. They've also appointed Linda Bergstrom, who comes to the paper from the Tribune Company. She's going to oversee features. And they also have Chris DeLuca, as of yesterday, overseeing sports and news. So they're going to just continue kind of filling in their team. And I'm sure we're going to see more appointments.
Right, and if there's one thing we know about Jim Kirk, he's a longtime newspaper guy. But what are the chances that, moving forward, we may see the Sun-Times cease to exist as the newspaper that we know it as today?
It's interesting you should say that, because even the previous owners kind of talked about the day that print goes away. I think that day is still a pretty far ways off, but at this point, Jim is definitely going to emphasize not only web, which is actually kind of old at this point, but tablets and phones are the future. So he gets that.
All right, well, Sun-Times a great case to watch for changing media. All right, Lynn, thanks a lot.
Thank you.